They swore, though it looked for a minute like Huck would be unable to join the gang.
Wait a minute, Tom. You know I ain't got no family to massacre.
Say, that's right. Hey, this is serious. There must be someone we can massacre for you.
I know. If you let me in the gang, you can massacre Miss Watson.
Good. She'll do just fine.
Well, they soon settled who would be massacred, and as Tom began to plan the first attack and think up the gang's terrible secrets, the candles began to flicker and burn low, and Tommy Barnes began to cry for his mother. They decided to go home and go to sleep, which is just what they did. The weeks passed. The gang met one more time. They planned to ambush a band of Arabs all loaded down with gold and jewels and spice from the Orient. But when the Arabs approached, they saw that there were only some girls on a Sunday school picnic.
Oh, they ain't worth ambushing anyway.
Huck had a feeling that things might turn out just as they did, but he never let on to Tom. He likes to let people believe the way they wanted to. You know, Huck probably had the most open mind of anyone in the county. Anyway, things were pretty slow in St. Petersburg in the Arab ambushing and countryside ravaging business, and pretty soon the gang broke up. Almost a year had passed, and Huck began to believe that keeping clean and going to school were all he would ever see of life. But one day, as he looked out the back window of the house, he saw some boot prints in the mud. They left a kind of X mark at the heel.
Pap?
Pap hadn't been seen for a long time, and Huck was grateful. He was the kind of father who was so mean that he beat Huck every time he felt the urge. He never even tried to make up an excuse. It wasn't until Pap ran away that Huck realized most boys his age did not get beaten every day of the week. Deep in his heart, Huck never really believed that his father was dead. So he was not surprised when that night, as he shut the door to his room and lit the lamp by his bed, he found Pap sitting in the chair near the window.
Well, don't we look pretty? I didn't raise no son of mine to look like no schoolgirl. Looks like I'm going to have to knock some sense into you, boy. I won't have no son of mine putting on airs like he's better than his father.
Now hold on, Pap. Since you've been gone, Miss Douglas been taking care of me. Judge Thatcher says I'm in her custody. That means you can't beat me no more.
Judge Thatcher, huh? Well, we'll see about that. We'll see if they can take away a man's son without no lawful cause. You look for me, boy, 'cause you'll be seeing me again real soon.
Huck's father had a mighty strong will, and he wanted his son back. So he cleaned himself up, got some new clothes, no one knew from where, and made his claim in court. Unfortunately, Judge Thatcher was sick, so a new judge was sent around from the county seat to hear the case. Everyone in town knew that Pap was always drunk and in trouble and no fit father for any boy, but still...
It is my practice in cases like this never to separate a family unless circumstances dictate otherwise. It is clear to me that this man wants his son back very much, and since Huckleberry was given over to Mrs. Douglas in the mistaken belief that he had no real parents, I feel that it is my duty to reunite this family and return Huckleberry to the care of his rightful father. Case closed.